Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Core Class Wave 2 Nemesis Prime. Let's start off by taking a look at the packaging, and then we'll get at the review. So of course up front we have Transformers on the side, the Legacy Evolution logo, Nemesis Prime with a Decepticon symbol, and open window displaying the figure when it would be in packaging. We have the Legacy Evolution logo there, a really cool artwork shot of Nemesis Prime in his truck with a trailer. On the side, a really cool artwork shot of Nemesis Prime with an axe and core class in several different languages. On the back, he transforms in 11 steps. There's a product shot of Nemesis Prime in his truck and robot mode. On the file side, we have half of the Legacy Evolution artwork, so if you do get another core class like Grimlock, you can put both boxes together and complete the artwork. That is pretty much it for the packaging, so let's now get into the review. Here we have Nemesis Prime in his truck mode. Let's start off by taking a look at the details, starting at the very front. Really nice silver for that front grille section with some metallic blue for the headlights, some more silver there. Really nice red for the windows. They actually sculpted in some floodlights, which looks pretty cool. If you do turn to the side, we have 3 wheels on each side. The back 2 are the exact same sculpt, but the front one is a different sculpt. Really like that silver for the intersection. Of course, we do have the feet sticking out the back. That really doesn't bother me that much. The truck bed, overall pretty clean and pretty well sculpted, mostly done in black with some silver for the smokestacks, overall looking very cool. And detail-wise, that is pretty much it. So, of course, if you didn't know, this is really just a direct repaint of the original Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime. So let's get a comparison with them two side by side. So really just down to personal preference of which deco you prefer. In my personal opinion, I think I might prefer the Nemesis Prime. I just love the black, the metallic blue, the red, and silver. Just overall looks so cool in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section down below which two you like more. And overall, very, very nice. A side comparison there, and back, and that is pretty much it for the comparison. So as for his accessory, he does not actually come with the typical rifle blaster that came with the Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime. He actually comes with this really cool metallic blue axe, which I think is so awesome. So I really hope maybe in the future there'll be a way that we can get like an orange axe or like an Energon axe for the Optimus Prime. That would be so cool. I actually have an idea which would be really cool if they did this. So as we know, the Core Class Skywarp does not come with this null race. They could probably do like a whole core class accessory pack for just core classes. Like we could get, Optimus Prime's axe, we could get like trailers for the Nemesis on Optimus Prime, we could get, Skywarp's null race, and many more. I could think of so many more things they could put in there. That would be a really cool idea. Hopefully we could they could do that someday. That would be really nice. But as for storage, it sometimes works, it sometimes stays. So as you can see, there's tabs back there, and there's this whole notch section right there, and it's supposed to really just kind of sit in place. Again, it sometimes stays, it kind of just rests there. I don't think they're expecting you to wave it around and do a ton of crazy stuff with it. As you can see, it stays, but when I pick it up, it does kind of rattle a little bit. But that is pretty much it for storage. I'm, not that disappointed or mad because it's an axe. There's really not that many places you can put the thing. Of course, since this is just a direct repaint of the Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime, there is still that same port where you can store Optimus's rifle. So if you want to give the Optimus rifle to this figure, you can, and store it back there if you want to. But that is pretty much it for this truck mode. So let's now get down to transformation into his robot mode. Now for transformation, what you're going to want to do is go to the back. You can actually lift the legs down, and how the arms were tabbed into places, there is pegs there, and there is ports on the underside of the arm. You can actually just hinge this entire section out using this butterfly joint. So just hinge the arm out, just like that. Hinge the other arm out, like that. And then if they haven't already, flip the hand out. Flip the hand out, just like that. And then what you can do is get this entire front wheel section, and this is just going to hinge all the way forward, just like that. Rotate the entire torso around. And then what you can do is just make sure this little notch here, this tab, will align with that slot right there. Hopefully you can see that. That will just align up like that. You can then get this panel. There is a little notch right there, and there is a tab right there. That's really supposed to tab into place. Unfortunately, this copy has the same problem with the Kingdom Core Class Optimus. It really doesn't stay, but that's how it's supposed to work. And then, of course, you can position the arms however you wish. As for, of course, the head, just kind of get your nail and just pop it out of there, just like that. And there we have Nemesis Prime in his robot mode. So let's take a look at the details, starting at the very top with that head sculpt. Definitely resembles Optimus, but Nemesis Prime, of course. Really nice red for the eyes, silver for the battle masks, and black for the main helmet section. I really do like that little silver for the crest. It's a small detail, but I do quite like it. Some smokestacks done in silver on the side, a very dark purple Decepticon symbol on that shoulder. That looks awesome. Really like the red for the windows. You can actually see there's some lights right near his neck. Love the metallic blue right there near the crotch, some more silver. Actually, there's some sculpted and windshield wipers. I actually missed that the first time around. And some gray for the top of the leg, some black for pretty much the rest of the leg, but pretty well sculpted, in my opinion. There's actually quite a bit of panels for such a small core class figure. I actually really do like this deco. And again, unfortunately, this section here just really does not want to stay tabbed in. It's supposed to really lock into place, but unfortunately, it just doesn't. But other than that, it's a pretty good figure. So as for his accessory, probably my favorite part about this figure is the axe. So how this stores into place is you can get either hand, it does not matter. I'm going to get this one. You just fold in the hand. There is a port right there, and then you just use this peg, and that can plug right into place just like that. And there we have Nemesis Prime with his Energon axe. That looks so cool in my opinion. So of course, now for some comparisons. Here he is with his core classmate Thundercracker, also of course included in the Legacy Evolution Wave 2. As you can see, size-wise, they're pretty similar. Here he is with Grimlock. His review should be on the channel right now. Also part of Wave 2. And for one final comparison, here he is with Optimus Prime. So if you're not yet aware, since this is just a direct repaint, if you wanted to, you could take that axe and put on Optimus. It has that same port and peg system. If you want to, you could definitely give it to him. It's a complete option. I actually kind of like how there's some cross compatibility. You know, you can switch the accessories. You could give him his blaster. You could give him his axe. It's an option if you want to. And again, mold-wise, they are the exact same thing. Really just down to personal preference of which deck you like more. I just really like the Nemesis Prime. That's just my opinion. That is pretty much it for the comparisons. As for, of course, articulation, the head can look side to side, up and down. The arm is on a ball joint, so it can move out in, forward, back. There is a ball joint at the elbow, so of course an elbow bend. The hand can fold in if you want to. There is unfortunately no waist rotation. There is a torso rotation, sort of due to transformation. The leg can kick forward, of course back, out to the side. There is a knee bend, and no ankle pivots. That is pretty much it for the articulation. So let's now get down to the final thoughts. Now for the final thoughts, I actually really do like this figure. Like the black, the silver, the dark red for the windows. Love the metallic blue axe. I really do hope maybe in the future we'll be able to have a possible Energon or red axe for the Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime. I actually said during this video, if they made like a Core Class accessory pack, that'd be so cool. We could get, you know, Skywarp's null rays, Optimus's axe, you know, many more accessories like a trailer for Nemesis and Optimus Prime. The list could honestly is endless. There's so many accessories and effects pieces and little bits and pieces they could include in that pack, which would be so cool. Really good articulation, of course. There's ball joints at the shoulder, the elbow, the legs. Pretty standard for a core class figure. I'd say the only problem tolerance-wise, which really was the same problem with the past version of this mold, is this entire back section here really doesn't want to stay tabbed in. The panel is really supposed to tab into the wheels, and the wheels are supposed to tab into the waist, and it just doesn't stay. Of course, leaving it alone is perfectly fine, but when you saw me doing the posability, the articulation, it does kind of get jumbled up and messed up, so it's a bit unfortunate. As for transformation, it's the exact same thing as Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime, so pretty easy. If you've never dealt with this mold before, it's pretty straightforward. It can get a little bit messy when plugging the arms in, but other than that, it's pretty fun. If you've never dealt with it before, you probably need the instructions once or twice, and then you got it down. As for the truck mode, really like the silver and the metallic blue for the headlights. Of course, there's really nice silver for the smokestacks, the red for the windows. Overall, just such a really cool, intimidating truck. I would love to see a little core class trailer for this figure. It might just be a little box that doesn't do anything, but I actually really like to see that. And the Energon axe, the metallic blue axe, can store on the truck bed. It does kind of just sit there. It's not really securely tabbed into place, so when you do get this figure, be aware of that, because I do not want you losing this accessory. It's a really really cool one. It's kind of small, so remember, it doesn't really stay tabbed into place. It kind of just sits there. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it correctly because I looked at the instructions quite a bit and I watched several other people's reviews and they were pretty much doing the exact same thing I was doing. But that is pretty much it for this review. Overall, a really good figure. I think I probably prefer this deco over the original Optimus Prime. That's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section down below. Which deco do you prefer? And I think that's pretty much it. So I'll see you next time.